Tonight, we turn to California, where a major debate over election integrity is heating up. Republicans are pushing for a law requiring all voters to show ID at the polls, a big shift for a state known for easy access to voting. The campaign is bypassing the legislature, aiming to put the question directly to voters through a ballot initiative. Currently, Californians just state their name and address to vote. The new proposal would require a government-issued ID. Supporters say it's about preventing fraud and boosting confidence in elections. Opponents argue it could block eligible voters, especially the elderly, low-income, and minorities, from casting ballots. Volunteers are racing to gather enough signatures to get the measure on the ballot. The outcome could set a new precedent for election laws in one of the nation's most influential states. The push is led by Reform California, a grassroots group focused on government accountability. Assemblymember Carl DeMaio, the campaign's public face, insists this isn't about partisanship, it's about restoring trust in elections. The group argues that requiring ID is a basic security measure, common in daily life, and should apply to voting. To qualify for the 2026 ballot, they need 875,000 valid signatures, a high bar that demands statewide mobilization. So far, they've collected over 300,000 signatures, but time is running out. Volunteers are working across California's diverse communities to meet the deadline. The next few months are critical. If they fall short, the initiative dies. If they succeed, voters will decide. The campaign's momentum now hinges on persuading enough Californians to sign on. California's debate is part of a national trend. 36 states already require some form of voter ID. These laws vary. Some demand strict photo IDs, others accept documents like utility bills or voter cards. Critics say strict photo ID laws risk disenfranchising voters who lack easy access to identification. In states like Indiana and Georgia, voters without ID can cast provisional ballots, but must follow up to have their votes counted. Other states, like Florida, allow voters to sign an affidavit if they lack ID. If California's initiative passes, the state would join the majority with ID requirements, but the details, strict or flexible, are still being finalized. The outcome will determine how California's rules compare to the rest of the country. This context is key to understanding the stakes of the proposed change. Polls show strong national support for voter ID laws. 84% of Americans favor them, including majorities in both parties. Supporters say this reflects a common-sense desire for secure elections, but legal battles have raged for years, with opponents arguing that ID laws can suppress turnout among minorities and low-income voters. Courts have issued mixed rulings, some upholding, others striking down or modifying these laws. A recent federal court decision struck down an executive order requiring proof of citizenship for voter registration, reaffirming that election rules are set by Congress and the states. Any new law in California would face immediate legal scrutiny. The courts will weigh the state's interest in preventing fraud against the risk of disenfranchising voters. The legal process could reshape or even block the law, regardless of public opinion. Ultimately, the fate of voter ID laws rests as much with the judiciary as with the voters. The immediate challenge is clear: gather enough signatures to qualify for the ballot. If successful, the fight shifts to a high-stakes campaign, with both sides likely to spend millions. Supporters will argue for election integrity. Opponents will warn of disenfranchisement. Even if voters approve the measure, legal challenges are certain. The courts could delay or overturn the law, making the final outcome uncertain. For now, the future of voter ID in California hangs on the success of the signature drive. If it makes the ballot, the debate will become one of the state's defining political battles in 2026. The result could reshape voting rights in California for years to come.